We don't do this for the fame, we out here working non-stop. The fastest growing podcast, we gon' make it to the top. Say word. Hey, we in the game, you know we different. Just tune in, my family Joe, he got the vision.
Yo, another episode of the world's fastest, largest growing podcast. I'm back in my hometown, Amityville. Man. You already know what it is, my man. I'm going to take it from the beginning, man. I did my research. Your cousin Rick, you know what I'm saying? Who put the mic in your hand? How did everything start? How did you get into all this hip-hop game? Streetz on the check-in, my guy. What's the word, man?
Word podcast. What's going on, man?
You already know what it is, my man.
I always was.
I'm going to take it from the beginning, man. I did my research. Your cousin Rick. You know what I'm saying? Who put the mic in your hand? How did everything start? How did you get into all this hip-hop game?
From young, I always was, just freestyling, rapping, playing with it. But I never forget, we was in elementary school, man, and we had my man. I don't know where we got the CD from. I'm keep it 100. I really don't know to this day. But we had the Money, Power, Respect CD. We used to be in my man Rod G's crib, me, my man Rod, my man Skeen. We used to be in my man Rod G's crib where, like, playing that shit. I'm like,
that's classic.
So just listening to Kiss, I'm like, this nigga stand out. Like, he talking. Then as time went on, like, other mixtapes, freestyles, shit like that, I listen to him. I'm like, nah, he dangerous. Like, I just listen to Kiss a lot. Once I start taking it serious, I'm like, yo, if I'm gonna take something from him, I'm gonna take something from him and just create my own thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was saying shit that was going on in the hood every day, shit that I was going through at home. You know what I'm saying? As a young nigga, so now when I got older and think back, I'm like, damn, if he got me feeling like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know I could tell my story and have a bunch of people feeling the same way. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's where it really started from right there. And then as time went on, I rap. I was in a rap group called BBF.
Okay.
Shout out to my guys.
Word.
So I was in a rap group called BBF. And then from there, I'm bugging. Before the whole BBF thing, I was my cousin Rick he had the label called Real Family. So everybody that was basically the artist was like family.
Like Real Family?
You know what I'm saying? That's really my cousin, and he had his cousin, Mo Slinger, then my other man, his name Tragedy at the time, Rome. He used to live in my building and shit, 3rd floor. I was living on the 5th. So we was all like families. He put he just, how it go. He from the hood, he got the money. He's like, I'm starting a label, let's get it. So that was like my real first experience with a real studio.
So before then you just kick it in at the crib? You never was in the studio?
I was just like rapping in the street.
All right.
And then my man, shout out to my man Nate Brack, he had the like little computer shit in his crib.
Yeah.
You know how that goes.
Shout out to the homies that was doing that.
From the bottom.
Yeah,
he got to start somewhere.
Yeah. That's a
but
fact.
he had word, but he was, I ain't gonna front him, my man Nate Brack, Jay Rel, like they was, my man Pirelli, they was like doing that shit and really pressing up on CDs, coming to school with it. You know what I'm saying? Word. But that like Rick introduced me to like being in the big studios, big booth, the booth the size of this room right here, ooh. Like, them big, you know what I mean? And in Manhattan, he introduced me to that. Like, that had me like, okay, I feel like a little rapper right now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's a different feeling though. I'm not a rapper, but like with me doing the show, like when I get to like a different studio, you do kind of feel like you made it a little bit.
Yeah, you feel a little different. Like, I'm stepping it up.
Yeah. My game done
stepping
changed.
It up.
Yeah.
So when we start doing that, it's like, speakers is louder. Rooms is
headphones
bigger.
is doper.
You know what I'm saying? You got a real engineer. You know what I'm saying? So your music clearer. You hear the difference. It's like, damn, this is what I bet. And it actually made me go harder with writing. Because even like right before that, I really didn't know how to write. I just knew. I was watching one of your interviews and you had mentioned. I was like, "Dag, so you ain't write at all?" Like I didn't know how to write. Cause I didn't know what a 16 was. I didn't know no song format. I didn't know none of that.
So you just 100 balls. You just keep going
off the head. Like I It's so crazy because I can't do it really. Like I could do it. Like me and Rowdy was just playing around, going back and forth like a couple weeks ago in the studio, like just freestyling. And I was like picking it out, like I ain't do this shit in a minute. But before, like I used to I could just rap about this whole room, like that's how I used to rap.
So do you like doing hooks?
I love doing hooks.
Okay.
I mean, once I learned how to do song formatting,
yeah.
It was like, I think once my brain went to like writing songs, once I learned the format of writing the song and counting bars and I taught myself all of it. Like,
it sound like a transition though.
Yeah,
it sound like going from like playing like, shout out to my boy Skip. It sounds like playing like street ball and going to the NBA.
Yeah,
like organized
definitely
ball.
that.
You know what I'm saying?
It's definitely that. It's definitely like the same what you just said. So once I start writing the songs, I got so used to locking in on songs. It's like my brain, all that freestyle shit went out the window. So now you know what I mean? Just stuck on that. But hell yeah, that's
what
how
it is.
it went.
Let's talk about the rock. Let's talk about for Rockaway. We was off camera. I was just telling the story like,
everybody got a crazy
yo, son,
story.
I've been there once, and like
it's always a girl.
It's like I don't know. When we talk about Far Rockaway, you talk about MC Search, you talk about Stack Bundles.
Right.
You know what I'm trying to say? Some of the legendary MCs from there.
Chinx.
Shout out to Chinx. Rest in peace. I'm bugging. Rest in peace to Chinx. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But what's something about Far Rockaway that people don't know? Because y'all get like a different type of rap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We got a bad rep. We really do. And then the Stack and Chinx situation ain't helping no better.
That's a fact.
So we got a bad rep. So that's why I really be trying to bring the positivity around when I'm around, when people meet me. Because they already got in their head. We come in to go crazy, be rowdy, be dogging.
I ain't gonna front though. Y'all can rap though.
We rap our ass off.
Y'all can definitely rap.
For Rockaway, got some of the best rappers.
Yeah.
Word. So it's just like, I just come around with respect, chill, vibe, be me. You know what I'm saying? So because already, like you just said, we got a rep. So people be already looking like, Far Rockaway niggas.
Yo, Far Rockaway seem like a whole nother borough though.
It is.
Like, even though it's in Queens.
Like, even like we,
you know what I'm saying?
Like, even all my homies, it's crazy. All my homies from Queens, all my rap homies, all niggas I'm just cool with, they always, like, if we in a room, and niggas be like, somebody be like, yo, where you from? I'm like, yo, he from Far Rock, he ain't from Queens.
Yo,
he don't rep Queens.
Like,
I be like, bro, like, but we grew up repping Far Rockaway. When you young, like, when you coming up, you don't grow up saying y'all from Queens. Like, when you from Far Rock, you don't grow up saying y'all, people in your head, I'm from Far Rock.
But that's the thing though. But like, when you from Queens, they say people be like, I'm from Queens.
Yeah, that's
like,
what I'm saying.
Like, Nori gonna say he from Queens, but he's from Left Rack.
Right.
But he not gonna say, like, you know what I mean?
Right.
But Far Rock do seem like a whole nother borough,
you gotta
yo.
think about it. We got our own everything. We separated from everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We on our own island. We got our own buses. We got our own newspaper.
Shout out to Far Rock, though.
You know what I'm saying? All types of wild shit. So it's like, we feel disconnected from everybody.
Okay.
Even when you listen to the radio, right? And Clue and all these guys, they start saying all the projects in Queens. Mm-hmm. Look how long it take them to say Far Rockaway when they start saying Queens. If they do say it.
Clue, stop acting like that, Clue.
I'm
That's
just
my
saying,
man.
And not even the point, like, Clue out, not like that, because Clue got a good relationship.
Fact.
But I'm just saying, as far as like, when he going, Queens, what up? 40, this person.
Yeah.
If he even get the Far Rockaway, and that's because he had Stack. So it had to probably pop in his head. But when they start naming the projects and the hoods and streets in Queens, they don't say Far Rockaway. They don't say that.
Yo, the buzz with you was like at a tremendous like high volume right now. Like, I got the phone call. Shout out to Smitty. Smitty,
Talk is cheap. Shout out to my guy Smitty, man.
Shout out to Smitty. And Smitty's like, yo, son is like the illest in the town right now. And that's heavy coming from Smitty, and to have that title right now, even coming from New York. Like, is that pressure on you, man?
Nah, man, it's just overdue to me. It's overdue. I worked hard. I feel like I put the work in on every level. I ain't skip. I ain't cheat the grind. You know what I'm saying? I'm still on it. It's still a grind. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got the big mansions and the cars and my family.
It's coming.
You know what I'm saying? So it's still a grind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's cool. The jury, all that shit cool. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I'm not satisfied yet. So even when that come, I'm still not going to be satisfied. I ain't going to be satisfied until my homies is taking care of their kids and they family off that. You know what I'm saying? So my son grow up and he taking care of where he want off that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's a never-ending story, but, you know, I'm just never really satisfied. So I'm going to always look at it as the grind. So, you know, we still grinding. We don't cheat the grind. I feel like I feel like I did everything, took every step to get here. I ain't skipped nothing. It ain't nothing like, oh.
You appreciate it. You appreciate it more.
Yeah, super.
Yeah.
You definitely appreciate it more because you know what it's like to grind. A lot of people don't know what it's like to grind. You know what I'm saying? And that's on every level. It don't got any music.
Nah, that's a fact.
On the street, you know, you got friends who would spoil you. They don't know
nothing. They don't know nothing about like
not having nothing on at last Thursday. I ain't had no food. You know what I'm saying? They spoil you. So you had to. You know what I'm saying, go pack your bag, sweep your hand in the barber shop. You had to grind for your shit.
You
know what it's like.
I'm gonna go to lyricals right now. Like your lyrical content is just crazy.
Right.
What inspires you? Where you getting just this energy just to keep just putting out just bars? Because I'm gonna keep it real. Hold up, son. Before you even go there.
Right.
I was watching the interview with Sway like 4:00 this morning.
Which one? I did twice.
The last one with you, Jim.
Mm-hmm.
And they talk about D1.
Yeah, the last one. Yeah.
And I'm gonna say this is Say Word podcast. I don't care. People love me. So, son, you was rapping with. He was nice.
Right.
But like you was on there and you just like seemed like it was just like nothing for you just to get on the mic and just.
Yeah, but you know that's my job. Like you know how like.
But it was a difference, and no disrespect to him. I'm just keeping it real.
Yeah. Shout out to Dice Spacer.
Yeah. Shout out to him. But like it was like when he rhymed and then you came like. Pause, like right after that, like Cartoon, you gotta see this interview, G. Like they rap right behind each other. It's like coming behind like Michael Jackson on the stage, and I was like, damn, I would never want to go behind this dude on the freestyle.
Right.
I would have just sat there and just like kept cool with a shorty or something, and just like sat back because I wouldn't want to go after you. But the delivery is crazy. The delivery is just so smooth.
Right.
You see fans, we see the difference.
Right.
We notice like the words come out different, but your joint was just like water. Like, where's that come from, man?
A lot of practice. You know what I'm saying? A lot of practice, a lot of writing. Like I write a lot. Like I literally write every day.
But you don't write freestyles down though. You can freestyle just off the top. You write freestyles. Okay.
See, these people, I said
that's what I'm saying because
people be lying. They be
niggas
to
be
act
lying.
Like they coming up their head. They lying. I sit in the house when
Word.
I'm bored. I don't have nothing to do. I throw on a classic instrumental.
But my thing is this though. It sound like it go with the beat perfectly.
But see, when you know it so well, it go with everything.
Oh,
like that rap right there is
that joint.
I just free wrote. I free wrote that to a whole beat, but I had it so long in my head, like, and then not like that with Sway interview. Like a lot of interviews be pre.
Okay.
They tell you what beat you want. Like with Sway is live, number one.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't no pre-recorded. Number two is they put on whatever they want to put on. I didn't know that beat was coming on.
I thought like honestly, like that joint flow with the beat like it was
but see certain
word
I be telling the truth. I'm giving
keep it in the buck.
Niggas be lying. Certain ones, they be like, yo, if you want to pick a beat. You know what I'm saying? But like Sway, every time I went to Sway, I never had, even if you look at this first Sway interview I got, it ain't even an interview, it's a rap cipher he did.
Okay.
But when we got there, I was blind. I'm thinking like I'm gonna say one rap. I got the one rap in my head. I'm like, I got like 75 bars. When we got there, it was old cipher and it was a band. We was rapping off a band, like a band, live band. So that I had to adapt quick. Like, what the like, damn, I didn't know it was gonna be a band.
I know. I seen you was talking about that. You was like, I had to adjust.
I had to really adapt. Like,
but yo, I ain't gonna front. I love that though. I'm a Roots fan.
Right.
I'm on them.
That was my first time ever doing it.
Yeah, son.
So a live band, they playing. I'm like, damn, I gotta adapt, and it worked. But but I sit home, man, when I'm bored. You know, if my kids ain't home, I be in the crowd. I write. Like I really write every day. Like every day.
Say
word. I'm in the
say
studio
word.
every day. You know what I'm saying? We in the studio every night. And on top of that, I literally write every day. So them little freestyles you see,
I was like, damn, this nigga.
I write them like songs.
That on the radar. So that was a freestyle too. So the on the radar was that a written freestyle?
Mm-hmm.
Who did that track? Right?
Which one?
The Christmas joint. That joint crazy.
I think his name Fritz.
Fritz
The producer.
Okay. That joint was retarded
not
too.
mistaken.
Yeah, that joint was retarded
Shout out to
too.
Fritz, yeah.
But yo, we here, man. I want to ask you this. You think New York got something to prove right now when it come back to hip hop? Because I live in Texas, B. So, you know, I argue with people every single day about this. Niggas be on me out there like, yo, y'all ain't bring nothing out since Biggie. They be on me out there, son.
How?
No, I'm telling you, I be arguing.
No, I'm
with
saying
niggas.
they can't say that.
I know that, but they be like,
there's no way in the world.
So,
and on top of that, we just gonna keep it a buck.
Keep it a buck.
Like I get it. Like these other states do be getting
They be talking that talk
because they've been having their way a little bit. But let's stop acting like y'all ain't getting next to New York artists to get that swag y'all got. Let's not act like y'all ain't everything. Like stop. Like not like that. We
that's
just
a
gonna
fact.
keep it real.
Yeah,
if it wasn't for Jewels, Lil Wayne wouldn't have had none of that swag. All that bape and the BB Simons and the pay, like that's hard. He was standing with L's at the time.
Shout out to Weezy,
You know what I'm saying? And Wayne, one of my favorite, but we just saying like let's just be honest.
They don't want to give New York that though. They don't
because we already got too much. They like, all right, come on.
They don't want to give us like we kind of adapted to the culture. Yeah, we kind of like the top level.
We the
people
pioneers.
follow behind
they wanna
us.
rap like us.
Yeah, they don't want to say that though.
Come on, like not like that. You ask the South person who they might say one of these, the future, but you ask somebody who your favorite, they gonna say somebody from New York. They gonna say a Hove.
Yeah.
They gonna say a Fab. They gonna say a bang. Like you grew up on that. You can't. We started. If it wasn't for New York City, if y'all wouldn't be here being able to grow with y'all music that y'all do now. And there's no disrespect to nobody, but it's like it's been a lot of disrespect on New York. Like y'all come here. They be stealing and then acting like y'all made it up. Like, cut the crap, bro. Like, stop it. Just give us the credit. Like, I give credit when it's due.
Nah, that's a fact. That's
you know
a fact.
what I'm saying? But it's like,
now
stop
I ain't gonna lie.
like
I be having this argument every day,
but
like,
stop,
especially in Atlanta.
We the pioneers, man.
Shout out to Drummer Boy.
Don't get me
Shout
wrong.
out to Drummer Boy.
Atlanta be having an argument because, to be real, they run is probably just as long as New York.
Yeah, they got a nice little run. They still got a run, though.
They still got to run.
They still kind of got like a little run.
You know what I mean? But they be having their arguments, and I get it.
This is how I look at it, son. I look at it like this is my cities. I look at New York, Atlanta, Memphis, L.A.
Mm-hmm.
That's like my top 4 hip hop cities.
Okay.
I feel like New York is number 1 because just we the pioneers, and then I feel like Atlanta is just like they not stopping.
Yeah.
I don't know, like they not stopping, and then Memphis is right there right now.
See, the only thing with it, like, and I always tell people the thing
Memphis
why
is right.
Atlanta is not stopping, and I get it because I've been in Atlanta mad times.
Yeah, they ain't stopping.
The
They ain't never gonna stop.
Yeah, but you know why? It's just that Southern house mentality, and that's just with other states too. All this Memphis.
No,
they
but you're right.
care to
Atlanta
bring
do
the
stick
next
together.
person.
Yeah, on the real though, you're
You know
right,
what I'm
son. Atlanta do stick together though. I ain't gonna front. Like
even the last, let's just say, even Chicago, right? Let's just say
forgot
the
about
last.
Chicago.
Let's just say, right? A lot of people that's been out, right?
Mm-hmm.
A person brought them around. Let's just say King Von.
Okay.
Dirk brought him on the Breakfast Club. Artists is not doing that. They be scared to bring you on these big platforms. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this is my new, he this. Then son out of here a few months later. New York nigga is not doing that. You know why? And this is, I'm going to defend the city regardless, but we not going to act like New York don't be doing fuck shit too.
Nah,
these older artists,
New York don't be showing no love. New York, y'all got to start showing more love, man.
They act like they don't know who you are.
They be fronting like that?
You could, come on. We ain't even going to get
I'm not an MC, but I know how New York is. New York
I'm
do act
saying
like that.
from personal experience.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? I'm saying personal experience. Like, they get around, they act like they don't know you.
And they definitely know you.
And
they definitely know who you are.
They definitely know. And not like that, New York artists, they still chasing themselves. You know what I'm saying? It's no reason why we should be still saying Hove is top 5. Yeah. It should be a new top 5.
That's a fact.
When you speak of Atlanta, they got a new top 5. Let's say 10 years ago, you had a top 5 in Atlanta, right? I bet you it ain't that top 5 right now.
Yeah, Atlanta evolves though.
You got, you know what I'm saying? You went from the Outkast, the Future. Now you got the Little Babies, this person, the Thugs. And they got a new top 5. They update their resume every couple years.
So let me ask you this: who's your top 5 in New York? included? I mean, you can include yourself if you want, but like, who's your top 5?
My top 5 gonna always be Kiss,
Okay.
Fab, X, 50.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? And he ain't from New York, but Meek. You know what I'm saying? Because Meek filled that void for rap. You know what I'm saying? He saved that lane. He saved us. I'm going to keep it 100. Meek saved the street rap. Who would be holding it down if Meek didn't flourish for street rap to make it cool to rap about the hood and the trenches? They didn't want to hear that at one point. They wanted to hear the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So Meek kind of gave it that stamp to really still tell you a story from the street. You know what I'm saying? When Kiss was getting older and, you know what I mean, fall back a little bit, he came and filled that Jadakiss void. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so yeah, he ain't from New York, but you know what I mean, hell yeah. But that's my like always. But the 5th spot always changed because I got different things. Like Busta is one of my favorite ever.
Ooh, I forgot about Busta.
He the best performer ever. So when it comes to performance, if I'm about to do a show, I always pop a Busta Rhymes YouTube joint where he performing and watch what he doing because he the best performer ever.
Shout out to Spliffing him. What you like? What you like more, performing or writing?
I enjoy both, but I enjoy the writing because it's therapeutic. It gets my mind. You know what I'm saying? Take my mind off shit. It's a personal thing for me. So I get my mind off shit. And, I mean, keep my mind free, stuff like that. I love performing because you get to see the results of what you wrote in your crib to the world. You know what I'm saying? So, but more like I like writing. I love writing.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Let's go on to I don't know how you got connected with Jimmy and them and Vamp Life and all that. How did that connection come into play and how was it?
Yeah, now my manager is one of his tight homies. He been around them since before Ballin' even dropped. If you watch old, if you watch all old DVDs, you seen him. You seen Handsome. Shout out to Money Handsome. You seen Black. He always black. So, years down the line, we connected, and the talent kind of. He used to take me. It's crazy. I always tell this story. Like he used to be like, "Yo, Jim said, bring him to the studio." We should get to the studio. I say for like 2 years, we should just pull up to the studio. Nothing is happening.
So you just sitting there?
I'm just like, see how we sitting here right here?
So you patient.
That nigga will walk in. Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? He do his little thing. They stalking, they chilling. Or he start recording, or he cool and listening to shit he did from the other night or something. And we just sitting there. I'm just cool, and next thing you know, it's 4 or 5 in the morning. It's ready to go. I'm like, yo, after a while, I'm like, yo, this nigga not even. You sure this nigga telling you to bring me to the studio, or you just?
Because now you sitting there, you like, son ain't even making a move. He ain't doing nothing.
Acknowledging the nigga, nothing.
Yeah,
like
that's a fact.
Word. So that shit had me like burnt out. Like I here tell you, I'm like word. Like so, one day we walked downstairs. That nigga, we got outside. We was going to get in the cars. We were standing in front of the studio. And that nigga just pulled me to the side. That nigga said, yo, man, you super nice, man.
Facts.
Do what Stack did. Spend some more time in Harlem. Put some more swag in that shit. Talk some fly shit.
Harlem niggas always talking that swag.
Yeah, he want to. See what Jim is. Nigga. See what Jim is. He always want to hear the fly shit. You can talk the, the gangster shit, the trap shit or whatever. But you gotta throw some fly shit there for him.
Yeah, Harlem nigga, respecting him though. I ain't.
So that was the first time him, like, said that Smitty right here too. Hold on.
He on the FaceTime?
Hey yo, I'm about to FaceTime you. Hold on.
That's my son. Talk is cheap, man.
You got it?
That nigga, where he at? He in Atlanta or something? Hey, yo, what up, son? You already know that. Yo, talk is cheap, man.
Yeah, we live on the podcast. Talk is cheap. They know what's going on. My man Smith right here.
That's Smitty, Brooklyn, NYC,
they
man.
See what's going on, man. Come on, man. Yeah. Yo, what's up, man? Yeah. Let me hear. Talk is cheap. What's up, man? Yeah, talk your talk. Talk
this nigga Smitty.
In the fucking city, talking cheap, nigga. Fact. Say word, what up?
Yo, what up, son? Yo, I appreciate you, G. You already know what it is, man. That's what it is.
I'm going to call you when I
Say
leave.
less.
But yeah, I spent 2 years just sitting around that nigga like, yo, what? But and he finally said something. That was that. I'm like, I ain't taking offense to it. I'm like, I bet. And then another like some months was going by, so I guess he paying attention. Now, let me see if he gonna take my advice.
Mm-hmm.
I did throw it in there, throw some fly shit in there. You know how that go, boom, boom. And then he wanted to do the Burger King shit over.
Classic.
And he reached out like, yo, I'm about to pull the situation off. I want you to be a part of it.
That's what it is.
Let's do it. It was a no-brainer. Stack from Far Rock. That's legacy. So it was a no-brainer.
That's what it is. Y'all already know where we at. We in Amityville, Long Island. Shout out to my boy Roscoe and them for the Vantage clothing line joint. Y'all know what it is. My guy King Streetz on the check-in. My G.
Yes, sir.
We want to give you flowers. We love what you're doing.
Appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I really feel like it's a meaning behind you being the toughest in the city right now.
Right.
Like, seriously.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean?
Nah, I appreciate that.
So y'all know what it is. Let's connect. We here. Say word, King Streetz. We up out of here.
Say word. You know what it is. Your boy
Peace.
King Streetz. We checking out. Appreciate y'all for having me.
Always. A happy birthday to Little Man.
Yeah. Happy birthday to my son.
That's what it is.